Dear friends, today we will discuss about the thin layer chromatography, part 1. In this discussion, we will discuss about the TLC process, stationary phases used, sample application, mobile phases used, chromatographic development, detection of spot, qualitative and quantitative analysis, advantages and disadvantages of TLC, and applications. TLC is a technique for identification of compound and determination of impurities. It is a type of planar chromatographic technique which uses a relatively thin layer of stationary phase coated on glass, plastic or metal support, and the mobile phase moves by the capillary action. There are different retention mechanisms or principles involved in thin layer chromatographic development, like adsorption, partition, and ion exchange, depending on the type of stationary phases used. Now, if we look at the chromatographic process that is used in thin layer chromatography, a thin layer of stationary phase is coated on the plate and it is used as a stationary phase. The sample solution is prepared by dissolving in suitable solvent and it is applied in the form of a spot 1 to 2 cm from the edge of the plate using capillary. The plate is then placed in a chromatographic chamber or a development chamber containing mobile phase which is previously saturated with it, and slowly the mobile phase, that is a solvent, will ascend by the capillary action over the thin layer plate. After 2/3 migration of the mobile phase on the plate, it is removed from the chamber and it is allowed to dry. After drying, it is sprayed with spraying reagent for the detection of analyte. So this is the basic chromatographic process that is followed in thin layer chromatography. Now let's discuss what kind of stationary phases that can be used in thin layer chromatography. TLC is performed on a flat glass, metal or plastic plates which are coated with thin layer of stationary phases. The stationary phases used in TLC is finely divided powder coated on a glass or plastic or metal plate, and the thickness of this thin layer varies from 100 to 250 micrometer. The slurry of stationary phases are prepared using water, and binder like gypsum, calcium sulfate or plaster of Paris is added in the stationary phase, which helps stationary phase to adhere to the backing or support material. The slurry is spreaded on the plate in thin film using a glass rod or applicator. The solvent is evaporated by keeping the coated plate at room temperature for 30 minutes, and it is activated by keeping it in oven at 110 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes. Now let's look at the different type of stationary phases that can be used. For adsorption chromatography, silica gel, alumina, magnesium silicate and cellulose are the commonly used adsorbent, while for partition chromatography, liquid stationary phases in which a thin layer of liquid is coated on a solid support such as silica gel or diatomaceous earth is used as a stationary phase. Now let's look at the technique of coating TLC plates. How can we coat the stationary phase on the TLC plate? There are different methods like spreading, pouring, dipping, spraying, which can be used for preparing a TLC plate. Spreading technique. The slurry of coating material is poured on a plate and it is spreaded with the help of glass rod. Second method is pouring method. The slurry of coating material is poured on the plate and the slurry is evenly distributed on the plate by tilting the glass plate without touching its edges. Dipping method. Two plates are held together and dipped into a beaker containing coating powdered slurry. Another is spraying method. Here the prepared slurry is sprayed with the help of spraying gun on the plate. But in all these cases, it is difficult to obtain uniform thickness of layer. on a plate. So, to achieve uniformity, pre-coated silica plates are available in the market which can be used for the development of chromatogram. Now these coated plates containing stationary phases are activated by heating the pre-coated plates at 110 degrees Celsius for 30 minutes, which removes the adsorbed water material and enhances interaction of sample with stationary phase. Now after preparing your stationary phase, the next point that comes is application of sample. Usually sample solution is applied as a spot 1 to 2 cm from the edge of the plate. The samples may be applied manually using capillary or a micro syringe or hypodermic syringe. Next is the mobile phase. So by now your stationary phase is ready, your sample is ready. Now we have to prepare or we have to select a mobile phase. Selection of mobile phase depends on the nature of the solid molecule to be separated and the nature of the stationary phases used. Whatever the solvent that are used as a part of mobile phase must be pure, because a small amount of water or other impurity may interfere in the analysis. The selection of mobile phase is based on the polarity of the sample and the solvent which is used as a mobile phase, and mobile phases are selected based on trial and error method. The prepared mobile phases are taken in a mobile phase chamber. These chambers are usually made up of glass which contains a lid. So the TLC plates are developed by placing them in a glass jar or chamber containing lid. Before performing actual chromatographic analysis, the developing chamber should be saturated by mobile phase. So before you actually carry out the development of actual TLC plate, you should saturate the mobile phase chamber with the mobile phase. And for chamber saturation, a filter paper is dipped into a mobile phase, placed in a chromatographic chamber closed by lid. Chamber saturation has following advantages. First, it prevents edge effect on the chromatogram and straight solvent fronts are obtained, which is also called as a smile effect. If your chamber is not saturated, in that condition there are chances of smile effect. And second, it also reduces the development time. Now let's discuss different chromatographic development techniques. So far we are aware about the ascending development, but there are different techniques like two-dimensional, circular, anti-circular and continuous mode by which chromatographic development can be carried out. First is ascending method. In this technique, the sample is applied near one edge of the plate and the plate is placed in a mobile phase chamber. One end of the plate is immersed in the mobile phase and mobile phase travels upward by the capillary action. The sample will distribute itself between mobile phase and the stationary phase. After the mobile phase has travelled 2/3 of the plate is removed from the chamber and dried. The position of the developed component is determined. The second method is circular or a radial method. The plate is fixed in a horizontal position and mobile phase is applied to the center of the plate via syringe. The sample spots are also applied on the center of the plate around the solvent intake, that is around this place, and the development of the TLC plate occurs radially in all the directions. Circular development provides advantage of applying many samples at a time. Another technique is a two-dimensional technique where the sample spot is applied at the bottom of the plate. Plate is allowed to develop, and after development with a given mobile phase, the plate is turned to 90 degree and further development is carried out with the same mobile phase or different mobile phase. So ultimately you get a more area for the separation of the compounds. Anticircular technique. The solvent is applied at the outer edge of the circle. It is opposite to that of circular development. Here the solvent is applied at the outer edge of the circle and mobile phase enters the sorbent in a circular line and flows towards the center. And the sample spots are applied inside the circle. Another is continuous development. TLC plate is placed in a chamber and it is allowed to move continuously over stationary phase. This technique is mainly used for the solute which are having low RF value. And last one is multiple development techniques. In this technique, chromatographic plate is developed in the same direction using same or different mobile phase again and again. TLC plate is dried before performing the next development. So this technique is also used for the solutes which are having low RF value.